root mean square value of alternating current. Right heading, root mean square value of alternating current. IRMS value of alternating current. ठीक है. तो alternating current at any moment t is given by the equation I is equal to I0 sin omega t. I is equal to I0 sin omega t. ठीक है. तो for one complete cycle your alternating current vary like this. ठीक है. Second cycle variation is this. ठीक है. तो your alternating current changes periodically. ठीक है, in magnitude and direction. So for half cycle this is positive and for half cycle this is negative. Then again for half cycle positive, then negative. Root mean square value of alternating current mean we have to find mean square value of alternating current. First we find mean square value of alternating current, then we take square root of this, then we get root mean square value of alternating current. ठीक है. तो when we square the current at any moment t is given by the equation I is equal to I0 sin omega t. Now we square this. When we square this, then our magnitude of alternating current square of the magnitude, given magnitude. Also negative and negative value become also positive. So for half cycle this is already positive. Next half cycle this also become positive having same magnitude. So this cycle become square of this become square of this cycle and this become square of this cycle. When we square this cycle, then we get positive value. So this become square of this okay, and this become square of this. When you square this, then you get positive value. So that's you get a positive value for half cycle and next half cycle. ठीक है, positive value for half cycle, next half cycle है. So that's when you square this current, then you get only positive value. So variation of your current become like this. ठीक. So now we find mean square value of current. Mean square value में we have squared the value this. Now we take mean of this. ना. So we take mean of this for one cycle, for one time period, that is from 0 to t. To take mean of this for one cycle, that is from 0 to t, we add this curve from 0 to t. The process of continuous addition is known as integration. Now we integrate this from 0 to t. Then we sum this value from this to this. Then we divide by this time interval. Then we get average value. So thus average value of alternating current become average value of alternating current, average of square of current. Average of square of current. The average of square of current for one time period become 0 to t I square dt upon integration 0 to t dt. So I square bar become integration 0 to t, right, I square, value of I square is I0 square sin square omega t dt. ठीक है, upon integrate this t 0 to t, है ना. So I square bar is equal to integration right upper limit t minus lower limit this. ठीक. तो integration of constant time function is equal to constant time integration of function. तो I0 square is independent of t, so constant with respect to t. Take this out of the integration, you get I0 square इंटीग्रेशन 0 टू t, ठीक है, साइन स्क्वायर ओमेगा टी। तो साइन स्क्वायर ओमेगा टी वी चेंज दिस इन लीनियर फंक्शन, ठीक है। तो cos 2 थीटा इक्वल टू 1 माइनस 2 साइन स्क्वायर थीटा। सो साइन स्क्वायर थीटा इक्वल टू 1 माइनस cos 2 थीटा अपॉन 2 साइन स्क्वायर थीटा इक्वल टू 1 माइनस cos 2 theta upon 2. Regarding to this, to change this linear equation, we can write this 1 minus cos of 2 omega t, cos of 2 omega t upon 2, ठीक, इंटीग्रेशन dt। ठीक है ना, आई स्क्वायर, तो आई स्क्वायर बार इक्वल टू आई जीरो स्क्वायर टी अपॉन टी ना। और नाउ वी इंटीग्रेट दिस फंक्शन, तो दिस 2 इज कांस्टेंट, सो कम आउट फ्रॉम इंटीग्रेशन तो 2t। तो इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ 1 विद रिस्पेक्ट टू t बिकम t, and integration of cos 2 omega t with respect to t become sin 2 omega t upon 2 omega upper limit, lower limit, upper limit is t, lower limit is 0। So you can write this I square bar is equal to I 0 square upon 2t into, now write upper limit then lower limit, then you get t minus 1 upon 2 omega t into sin 2 omega is 4 pi t, omega is equal to 2 pi upon t into 2, so 2 into 2 pi 4 pi upon t into t, ठीक है, into upper limit t minus lower limit in place of t write 0, फिर माइनस इन प्लेस ऑफ t राइट 0, तो दिस बिकम साइन ऑफ 0 अपॉन 0, ठीक है। सो t and t कैंसिल हो, you get sin 4 pi, value of sin 4 pi is 0, value of sin 4 pi is 0, so you can write this I square bar is equal to I 0 square upon 2t into t minus 1 upon sin 4 pi is 0, तो 0.2 ओमेगा 0 माइनस 0 साइन 0 0, ठीक है। तो दस यू गेट आई स्क्वायर बार इक्वल टू आई 0 स्क्वायर अपॉन 2, आई 0 स्क्वायर अपॉन 2, ठीक है, t कैंसिल हो, सो यू गेट, so this is the mean square value of alternating current, this is the mean square value of alternating current, ठीक है। तो now we take root, हाँ, so when you take root then you get root mean square value of alternating current, ठीक है। तो this is the mean square value of alternating current, mean square, when we have squared the value and then taken mean of this, so mean, this is your mean square value of alternating current, mean square value of alternating current, okay? Alternating current, okay? Now we take square root of this, then we get root mean square value of alternating current, okay? So thus root mean square value of alternating current, take square of this, so root mean square value of alternating current, root mean square value of alternating current, value of alternating current, alternating current alternating current. I RMS is equal to square root of I square bar, square root of mean square value of alternating current. So write I square bar is I0 square upon 2. So thus IRMS is equal to I square of I0 square root of I0 square is I0. Or when you take square root, then this power become half and this power become half. So half power of 2 is root 2. So thus IRMS is equal to I0 upon root. IRMS root mean square current is equal to 1 by root 2 of peak value of current. ना ठीक है. So similarly we can prove that VRMS root mean square voltage is equal to peak voltage upon root 2. ठीक है, peak voltage upon root 2. Now we can prove similarly we can prove root mean square of electromagnetic force ERMS is equal to E0 upon root 2. ठीक है. तो thus root mean square current, root mean square value of voltage, root mean square value of terminal potential of alternating current is 1 by root 2 times peak value of current ना. तो I is equal to IRMS is equal to 1 upon root 2 into I0. We have proved this. Now rationalize this to root 2 upon 2 into I0. Multiply numerator and denominator by root 2. Then you get root 2 upon 2. So root 2 value of root 2 is 1.414 upon 2 into I0. So this becomes 0.707 I0. So thus IRMS value of alternating current, root mean square value of alternating current is 70.7% of peak current. 70.7% of peak current. So thus we have proved that root mean square value of alternating current is 70.7% of peak current. ठीक है. So thus root mean square value of alternating current, root mean square value of voltage is 70.7% of peak current. Write here root mean square value of alternating current. Root mean square value of alternating current. So give here sentence. Root mean square value of alternating current is 70.7% of peak current. So generally question is asked why 220 volt AC is more dangerous than 220 volt DC. Right, next question. Why 220 volt AC is more dangerous than 220 volt DC? So generally appliances are rated with voltage and power. So if appliance is rated, bulb is rated with 60 watt 220 volt, means this voltage is RMS value. This voltage is RMS value. So mark voltage on the appliance is RMS voltage. So 220 volt is RMS voltage of the current, not peak value. Okay. So your question is why 220 volt AC is more dangerous than DC. Next question. If we test 220 volt AC and 220 volt DC, okay, so which give more shock? From which you get more shock? DC or AC? You get more shock from AC. Why? 220 volt DC means this voltage is fixed. This voltage is 220 volt. But 220 volt DC, AC means this is your BRMS value. This is your BRMS value. So BRMS value, when root mean square value of voltage is 220 volt. Now we know that BRMS is equal to V0 by root 2. So V0 is equal to 220 into V0 is equal to root 2 into BRMS. So this becomes root 2. BRMS is 220. So that value of root 2 1.414 into 220. So this becomes 331.1 volt. So 220 volt AC means its peak value is 331 volt. 331 volt. Okay. So thus this is your peak value. So thus this voltage vary from negative 311, not 31, 311.1. When you multiply this, then you get 311. So your voltage vary from 311, negative 311.1 volt to positive 311.1 volt. 220 volt AC means variation of AC is from negative 311 volt to positive 311 volt. So there is a lot variation in voltage. So you get more shock when you test 220 volt AC in comparison to 220 volt DC. Since AC voltage vary from 311, negative 311 to positive 311 volt, while 220 volt DC not vary, it is fixed. Okay. 220 volt DC means it varies 220 volt. But 220 volt AC means it varies from -311 volt to +311 volt. So you get more jerk, more shock when you test 220 volt AC in comparison to 220 volt DC.